Makeup is the functional equivalent of a man working at McDonald's saying that he is a lawyer. That's my view on makeup. Also, for example, I think one reason why this whole plastic surgery makeup thing is deceptive is, aside from just being with a partner who we find aesthetically pleasing, and the motivations for that actually relate to having children. So can we all agree, and perhaps I'll direct these questions to you, does being attractive confer benefits?
Yeah.
Yeah. And would you say the benefits of being physically attractive are significant?
Yes.
Okay. And this is well studied. People who are attractive typically have much better life outcomes, treated better, they're deemed to be more trustworthy, even if you don't know them. They receive shorter criminal sentences, they make more money, they have more job opportunities, etc.
Considered to be more competent.
Would you guys agree that one motivation of being with someone physically attractive is that you would produce attractive children, offspring?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So do you agree that we as humans want to confer as many advantages as possible to our children?
Totally.
Yes.
Okay. One of those advantages being physically attractive? Okay.
Yes. Can a girl be attractive while still wearing makeup, though? Like, she can be naturally attractive still.
Right, but I mean,
I think
sure,
like
yeah.
if you find them initially attractive without makeup, and then like if I have my girl and we go out together and I'm dressed up, I'm wearing a suit and she wears makeup, that's fine. But as long as it's not a matter of when we get home, I've got to sort of like hide her in the house because
Totally.
but
Totally
just
fair.
let me just finish my thread on this. So, like, humans are competitive. We want to be rich for ourselves, for the benefit of our children, to provide them with comforts and security. The same can sort of apply to appearance. We want to mate with somebody who's attractive so that we have children that are good looking, so that they have a better life and that they can have a better, easier time finding a partner.
Have you ever heard of that Chinese guy who sued his wife because she got all this?
Apparently, I heard it was
ugly
debunked,
kids.
though.
Really?
I heard it was like a debunked. It was like some myth or bullshit or something.
Thanks for ruining it.
But so it's like, if I want to marry you, have kids, whatever, and you have like plastic surgery and wear a ton of makeup, whatever other deceptive practices somebody might employ to make themselves more physically attractive, I mean, you are pulling on some like very powerful biological and evolutionary levers to get me to become attracted to you.
Yeah. I think you're going for the super hardcore people who go from like the pictures that we saw earlier.
Well, let's
so
say it's a scale,
like,
right? Let's say it's a scale from like no makeup to like full on glam, right? So, I mean, like maybe most women land somewhere in the middle. I mean, you're still like, you're not full glam. You're not like as deceptive as you can be, but you're somewhere in the middle. Mm-hmm. You're not that attractive. You're not, even if you're wearing minimal makeup, you're still doing it to improve your physical appearance. Mm-hmm. That's not how you actually look. You're playing a little trick on men's brains.
But what if you're okay with it when she's natural? Like if you're attracted to her naturally, but then also when she wears a little bit of makeup, you also think that's really pretty. Like when you're going out and you're in a suit and she's putting on a dress.
Okay, well, let me ask you a
makeup.
question. So let's say you date a guy, you fall in love with him. One of the reasons you're attracted to him is because you think he's super ambitious and he's, you know, wealthy, provider, blah, blah, blah. He says he's a lawyer, but he actually works at McDonald's. Well, you've just been trapped into this relationship kind of.
Again, that's
but now you've developed feelings for him, so now, well, is it okay that I like this person, but you no longer get the benefits of him being what he said he was. So if in 3 months, every time you've seen a girl for 3 months while you were dating, she always wore makeup, then she takes her makeup off and she's less attractive now, well, now you've just been baited into a relationship.
Yes, I agree with you on that one. I'm talking about the naturally pretty people. Is it okay for them to wear makeup, and what's your argument there? You're talking about McDonald's to a lawyer. That's the same as the pictures you showed earlier. So what about just the naturally pretty people that wear makeup? Just to look
it may
present.
very well be the case that a man who, if you wore a bunch of makeup, he would have still been attracted to you and wanted to date you and whatever, had you not worn makeup. So yeah, sure.
Okay, when we land, we agree.
I don't think that's, yeah.
Okay.
So you're just talking about ugly people wearing makeup.
Yeah.
Not saying ugly people.
That's
can't
kind of
wear
what you're
makeup.
saying. Like that's
But
kind of what
pretty
I want
girls can wear
confirmation on. Is like
makeup as
ugly
long as they're
people
naturally
can't
pretty
deceive.
too.
Wait,
Pretty
can you
people.
straighten your mic a little bit? What was your point?
So ugly people,
What I
that's
just said.
deceiving, but pretty people, it's not.
I mean, the reality
It's
of
still
it is
deceiving.
yes.
but it's okay if it's a pretty.
If you
person,
take
yeah.
yourself from a 2 to a 9, that's pretty bad.
Agree
Like
with
we
you.
just saw that.
Yes,
There was like
totally agree.
some 3s there that took themselves to a 9 glummed
Absolutely.
up. You know?
How
But
are
if you're
they
if you're already an 8 and you take yourself to an 8.5, I mean,
Yeah, it's
No.
like,
How would a 3 get your attention then?
If
If
she's
you
a
don't want
9.
her to have
she doesn't get it.
makeup
She doesn't get
on,
it,
how
that's what
does
I'm
she
saying.
get anybody's attention?
she's not
then?
going to.
She-
That's just
how
the
about
nature
she-
of
So
reality.
how can you
She
expect
pla-
her to not try?
No,
to
no,
wear
no. But hold
makeup?
on. But you're.
Does she
what
want
does
She
do?
plays in her league then.
Yeah.
She dates 3s. Don't
Exactly.
try to be dating 7s.
Yeah, 3s date 3s.
Okay.
It's a hard life. You seen
Yeah.
3s out there?
What
It's
about
a hard
that?
life for
I
a
agree,
3.
But
Hits
you're,
on her.
you're trying to like ask us.
Are you-
if
are you
we're
saying
gonna-
that
like all
women-
of these guys? You're like guys can't get girls. They can't get y'all. So how is it different? Are
What do
we
you mean?
supposed to date down then?
Well, this is a
Women
this
don't
is a
date down.
minority of women. Like these 3s will still date up. They'll still probably get themselves a 6. You know? This does happen. Yeah, women date up.
But
That's why.
What should the 3s do? Date 3s.
Yeah, like if you're a 3 and you go and put all this makeup on yourself and you somehow manage to professionally get yourself to a 9, then you're in a position now where you're entering a lie. Your whole relationship is predicated on a lie. So.
Brian, this isn't to attack you, but you called yourself a 5. So are you dating other 5s? Like those girls, some of them were 5s. So were you dating? Would you date some of those girls? Because
He was
you called
talking about
yourself a
physical
5.
appearance.
Yeah, I was talking about physical appearance, and I do think it's the case that men, for example, can date outside of their looks range based on other metrics.
Yeah. Okay.
But yes, have no problem dating a woman who's average looking. That's totally
A
fine.
5. Okay.
But I do think like a guy who's average looking, but let's say he has a bunch of status, like Drake, for example, don't think he's like that good looking of a guy, but he's rich and famous. He's fucking women who are much more attractive than he is, physically speaking. That's how it is. That's the game.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you just,
I agree.
I'm not trying to like take shots at Drake. I think he's an average looking
Yeah.
dude.
He watches the show.
Yeah. Does he?
Yeah.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope if he did. So I think men can tend to make up, and actually women can make up for it in other ways too.
How?
Well, for example, I would much rather date an average looking girl who's like super pleasant, submissive, does a bunch of other shit, versus like a really hot girl who's like just an absolute terror and obnoxious,
Yeah.
motor mouth,
But that's
etc.
everybody.
Well, yeah.
No.
But like as a woman, you can make yourself appealing by,
Absolutely.
you know,
I'm gonna tell Drake what you said.
okay,
I'm gonna tell him.
that's fine. I don't have any issues with Drake, but he's an average looking guy. I think objectively speaking.
He has. Yeah, I agree.
I don't, yeah.
You could
I-
use my course.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Free for all.